my name is Sarah Drennan and I'm part of the 3 AMIGOS, and today we're dealing with stoichiometry, which is the measure of chemicals that go into and come out of a chemical equation or reaction. And conservation of mass tells us that matter cannot be created nor destroyed, so when you have an equation, whatever amount of elements you have in the reactant must equal the amount of elements in the product. And my question is number 65. If 1 gram of aluminum hydroxide reacts with 3 grams of sulfuric acid, how many grams of water does that produce? Alright, so first we're going to determine which reactant is the limiting reactant. It's either going to be aluminum hydroxide or sulfuric acid. So this is a mass-to-mass problem, and we approach this by determining which reactant is the limiting reactant. So we're going to calculate the mass of the product that can be produced from the first reactant, aluminum hydroxide. And these are 3 steps to do that. You calculate the moles of the reactant, aluminum hydroxide, and then you convert that and calculate it into moles of the product, H2O. And then you convert that into grams of H2O. 1 gram of aluminum hydroxide produces how much H2O? Well, we're going to use the molar mass of aluminum hydroxide, which is 78.004 grams, and we're going to divide 1 gram of aluminum hydroxide by 78.00 grams, and this gives us 0.0128 moles of aluminum hydroxide. Alright, so next we're going to take the 0.012 moles of aluminum hydroxide and we're going to convert that to moles of H2O. And to do that, we're going to use the molar ratio of H2O, moles of H2O versus moles of aluminum hydroxide. So we take 0.0128 grams of aluminum hydroxide and we multiply that by 6 moles H2O over 2 moles aluminum hydroxide, and that gives us 0.0385 moles of H2O. Now we're going to convert that to mass. To determine this, we're going to multiply the number of moles of H2O by the molar mass of H2O. So we take 0.0385 moles of H2O and we multiply that by the molar mass of H2O, which is 18.016 grams of H2O, and this gives us a final product of 0.693 grams of H2O. Alright, now second part of this, we need to calculate the second reactant, sulfuric acid. So first, we're going to convert 3 grams of sulfuric acid to moles of sulfuric acid using the molar mass of sulfuric acid, which is 98.086 grams. So 3 grams of sulfuric acid, we take that and we divide it by 98.086 grams of sulfuric acid, and this gives us a total of 0.035 moles of sulfuric acid. Alright, so we take the 0.03059 moles of sulfuric acid and we convert it to moles of H2O using the mole-to-mole ratio again. Now, 0.03059 times 6 moles of H2O over 3 moles of sulfuric acid gives us a total of 0.06118 moles of H2O. Now, we need to convert this to mass. So, we determine the mass of the H2O by multiplying the molar mass of H2O by 0.0611 moles of H2O. And this gives us a final product of 1.102 grams of water. So, the limiting reactant is going to give the least amount of product. So we have 0.693 grams of H2O from aluminum hydroxide, 1 gram, and we have 1.102 grams of sulfuric acid from 3 grams of sulfuric acid.
Okay,
Sorry.
so repeat again, there you go.
We have, and this gives us 1.102 grams of H2O from 3 grams of sulfuric acid. Now, because 0.693 grams of H2O is the lesser amount, that is the limiting reagent, and that determines how much product of H2O there is, which is 0.693 grams of H2O.